Good morning. We'll start with an intention of care for this nourishment for this beautiful body, mind, soul. Take an inhale and lift your arms up. And as you exhale, catch your palms, go up and over to the side. Take a stretch by, you can even pull your own arm, half moon through the side body. Breathe in. Breathe in. Keep lifting. And if you care to add on, we'll do a hand down the thigh. We'll take a foot over. And you're even reaching through your fingers. Rotate down, breathe in. Inhale, rotate up. Stretch. Open up the whole side of your body. We'll inhale and come up. Both hands can catch at the top. Over, and you can even use your hand to pull. Pull your own wrist or reach through your arm even further. Breathe in. The breath is going to the high rib cage. And as you're ready, you can add on a foot crossing, a hand coming down. Reach through that side body. Exhale, rotate towards the floor a little bit if you'd like to add on. That's going to be a little bit more back. Keep pulling, keep reaching. Inhale and open towards the sky. Breathe in fully. Everything's feeling longer, more oxygen, more stretch, more tension. Breathe in. You're doing great. Both hands are up. Add a little back bend. Now, as you're ready, we're going to come down towards the floor. And you can meet me in down dog if you'd prefer not to do a vinyasa. Otherwise, you're going to bend the elbows, take an inhale to up dog, lift your hips, add a push-up. Now, in down dog, walk the dog by bending one knee, bend the other, and let's wake up the calves. Notice how nice it feels to release tension in the neck, to release tension in the back. Now both heels are going to push, and then both heels are going to lift. Both heels are going to press and lift. Inhale, exhale, and then we're going to leave the heels towards the floor. Hold 5. You might be able to lengthen your heels lower and lift your sit bones higher. Inhale. And on the exhale, look up at the hands. You can step or walk, or if you care to jump, you can jump. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then go all the way up. That's also a way to get your blood pressure in check. Take an inhale to go back, and exhale to open up. Now, when you're opened up in 5-pointed star, we're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, hinge forward. Your hands can be on the ankles or the floor. Shake out any tension in your neck here. And then we're going to be putting the hands on the floor, bend one knee, and bend the other. So bend one knee, good, ease into it. That's right, bend one knee and bend the other. Now you can go a little lower if your hips are starting to wake up. That's it. You can move over a little right. You can move your hands over left if you like that extra support. That's it. You may be getting lower. You're not forcing it, but you're definitely getting some synovial fluid. Motion is lotion in the joints. Now, when you're ready, come back to where both legs are pretty straight here. Leave your hands on the floor and hold. Neck soft, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take your hands at your lower back. If you care to add on, let the arms start coming off the low back and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and exhale, let that down and walk over to your right leg. Both hands can be towards your right side. Both knees are pretty straight, but the modification is to bend if you feel like it's too much tension on your inner thigh or hamstring. You might even release your neck here. Let your exhale release tension. The knees might get longer as you're here. You can reach your sit bones up more. Take an inhale and exhale. Just walk your hands over towards the left side. Release your neck. Exhale out any tension. And then head back to center. A hand goes to each ankle and kind of shake it out. Place your hands up at your hip bones and pause in the halfway up position. So it's almost like your back's a table. Now when your blood pressure feels good, push into your feet, push and go beyond a vertical into a little lift in your heart. Your elbows can squeeze together. I like to imagine they're magnets and they're coming closer together. Lifting your heart but without straining your neck. Breathe in. Now when you come back, let your hands come to your heart, step, walk, or jump together. Breathe in. Whew. Inhale, lift your arms. Now as you exhale, sit in a little chair. I like to have my feet a little bit, not slam together because it helps, it's more in line with my hips. So find where it's good for you. So shoulder blades are down, heels heavy, and beautiful. I like how that knee's aligned with the hip. I like how the toes are so light. You could lift them right here. I just lifted mine to see if they were light enough. Good. Take an inhale. Now on the exhale, we're going to stand back up, hands at the heart. Good. Inhale, open up the arms, step or jump the feet out to match. And then open the feet, right toes face the same wall that your right fingers face forward. You are reaching, reaching, reaching. And then when you feel like you can't go anymore, your bones have run into each other, at your place, or you're feeling end of range of motion. Now the top arm is triangle up, but you can add on an arm over. That girl, it's so good. Or you could take it behind. And sometimes it's fun to move that arm in different places. You might feel like you want a little bit more lubrication in that joint. And then you can hold. Good. Now, that looks really good. Breathe. Every body part has some energy through it, but without any tension. So your jaw is soft. Breathe in the nose. Breathe out the nose. Subtly, you feel these little parts of your body opening up and receiving the stretch. And you're observing, so you're able to go with that. You're not forcing range of motion, but you're able to notice it's opening, or like that, it craves a different position for the shoulder. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, love it. 2. Now the arm act like it's got a string attached to it, and it helps pull you up gracefully. So we'll make our transitions the yoga. Lift up as well as the postures themselves. Lift and spread the left toes towards the left fingertips wall. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out. And then when you can't go anymore, hands on the shin or the floor. Now, the arm, so you could have it vertical, you could have it behind you. You could do this little vinyasa where you move the joint. With the breath, you're linking. And I'm going to give you another cue. If you imagine you didn't have a yoga mat, back when they first started yoga, you had to use your inner thighs a little bit because your feet would slip out each way. So yoga mats have changed some of the muscles we use in yoga, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I want you to just act like you don't have a yoga mat. Every now and then, pull those feet towards each other. There's a little inner thigh contraction. You can integrate that cue in all of the postures where the feet are spread out. But instead of the feet just pushing against the friction of the mat, activate some inner thighs. See if that cue makes sense and play with that. Breathe in. Good. So we're not just pushing on the mat with our feet separating. We've got a little pull together with our inner thighs. Good. You see how you're changing the arm. Breathe if you'd like. Breathe. Stretch that back. When you breathe in through your nose, can you feel that rib cage expand? Now take another inhale. And as you exhale, push back up as if a string has your fingertips. Now pull the toes in. Inhale. Now we're going to go right down the middle. Exhale down. Your fingertips can touch the floor. And shake it out. Leave the right hand down under the nose, maybe even the knuckles. So inhaling your left arm up, eagle wingspan like a windmill. Stretch, lift, open, breathe, relax. Inhale. Now exhale, lower that hand or that knuckle. Breathe in and open up your arm like a windmill to the other side. Feel. Breathe. Relax. Open. Observe. Breathe. Inhale, and then exhale, come down and just shake it out. Bring your hands back up to your hip bones and come into a halfway position. Once you feel settled in the blood pressure, come all the way up. Elbows squeeze together, heartless. Open up, inhale. And let your hands come to your heart. You can step, walk, or jump your feet together. Samasthiti. Beautiful job. Good. Let's grab some water or tea or whatever you're drinking today. Turmeric, ginger tea. Take an inhale to lift the arms and then pass through Utkatasana. Exhale, the hands come down, and you can either meet me in down dog, or if you'd like to do a vinyasa, feet back, elbows bend, up dog, breathe in and lift, and exhale. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the one, you can look up, step or jump or walk up there to your hands, halfway. Go all the way up. Take a little back bend here. Inhale. Now the hands are at the heart. Your left foot's going to go back 4 feet deep or so. Both legs are straight. Hips are square. Find a shoulder release that serves you. So interlaced, or the elbows, or maybe a namaste reverse. So it's an inhale, lengthen. Now notice how your shoulders are open here. Keep them open even when you fall forward. In other words, don't let the shoulders collapse. Does that make sense? So keep the open shoulders. Look to your toes or your shin. You've got this hamstring stretch. Right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe in, push up, and even a little bit back. Lift up your arms, stretch them up. Bring your hands to the heart. Your back foot lands softly next to the front foot. Samasthitihi. Gorgeous. Send your back foot about 4 feet deep. The feet are in railroad tracks. Find a shoulder release that serves you. And I'm going to try a namaste reverse today. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Energize your back leg a little bit more. There you go. That's it. Good. And I like how you're hinging, but you're not rounding like a tortoise shell. You're still long in the spine. Your gaze is probably towards the toes or the shin. Breathe in the nose. Breathe out the nose. The breath can become longer and fuller generally as you're here. Notice how everything feels. Take that inhale. And as you're ready, exhale back, even beyond your vertical. Your heart lifts, your legs are long. You're breathing your inhale up, you're stretching. It's like your spine's coming out of your hips. Your exhale can send the hands to your heart in a calm gesture. Softly land the back foot to the front foot. Samasthitihi. Beautiful job. Grab some tea or water and we'll meet back here in the yoga mat. These next postures are really good for mood. We're going to open up the feet like 5-pointed star, ankles over the wrist. Now lifting up your right toes. We're going to face the toes towards the wall that your right fingers are facing, and I'm going to add a few little knee bends here. This is that Vinyasa that you can sprinkle in. You can do it with about any joint, any posture. So this is to make sure that knee tracks. It's on top of the ankle when you're done. Then your arms are open. We're going to do palm up. Now the shoulders glide down. I heard a cue the other day and it was proud. So if that helps you lift your heart and lower your shoulders, add that proud cue. Look over the hand. Now hold, your back leg is strong and long. Beautiful. Your front knee is on top of the ankle, not drifting forward. Most women, because of our wider hip to narrow knees, our knees will tend to drift inward, but we're going to pretend the outer knee's on a wall. Hold here. Breathe in fully. Notice when you lift that heart, how the mood changes, the hormones change, the feeling is good, the breath is more expansive. It's okay to have a soft smile on these postures. We'll take an inhale. Now on your exhale, this front arm It's going to head towards the thigh. Look at how the top arm goes to the other, like a long angle. Isn't that nice? Now, if you want to go lower, you can. So maybe your hand goes low. This is where a lot of people will use the yoga block. So that's another option. And this is Parsvottanasana. Stretch out from finger to heel. Fill up that big rib cage, that top rib cage. Feel how good it feels. Observe what it does to the mood, to the breathing capacity. It's all right to have a light smile in these postures. Now, with our inhale, we can prepare. You can imagine there's a string pulling your arm up. Now, we're doing good. If you ever need to change your position, you can draw the shoulders down. There's that proud lift. Now it's an up and over, backwards. Notice I didn't just collapse towards the thigh. This hand's on, but it's not pushing in the knee. There's that top arm. Let's add that on. That front knee, you're going to make sure it's back at 90 if you can. So it's a breathe into the top rib cage. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Good. Opening. Observe the subtle openings right around your low back maybe, or your shoulder. Just see where you feel it. I feel it towards the low back, between the hip and the rib. Expansive. Parvati Virabhadrasana is reverse warrior. Notice how good that feels. Appreciative, open, expansive. Keep going. If your body says you can, you got it. Yeah. Reach, 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 like someone's pulling your arm. Take an inhale. Exhale, arm open. Here we go. Straighten the legs. 5-pointed star. Now let's go hands to the heart for a moment. Good. And if your feet need to come in, that's fine. We're going to inhale and open up. Now pivot the left foot. Now this is a little vinyasa. So all I'm doing, it also gives you information. Does my knee tend to track medially? Does it tend to go in line with my second toe? I'm training it now. And now we leave it over that ankle. Good. Open up the palms. And I'm going to just say the proud cue. So it's a way to say lift the heart, glide the shoulder blades down. Now everything looks good. Your knee's over that ankle. We're going to turn. A little rotational stretch in the neck. I'm going to notice your body's good. There's an external rotation happening on that back thigh. It's spiraling open, not thrusting forward. So spiraling open. If you were up against a wall, your shoulders would hit the wall, your both glute cheeks would hit the wall. Here we are. Breathe in, lifting the heart, feeling how you can influence the mood, your hormones, with breath, with a focused intention. Breathe in. Now take an inhale. And as you exhale, this forearm can go down to your thigh. This top arm already wants to go over and stretch. Maybe you go down to the floor or a yoga block. There is a long line from middle finger to back heel. Open up the rib cage towards the wall behind you. This is a beautiful pose, Parsvakonasana. Lengthening through that elbow, rotating the rib cage back, opening up that back of that right thigh. It's going to think about going forward, but you're going to spiral it back, externally rotate it back. Breathe. Breathe. Strong legs. Long, full breath. Scan and release any tension that you don't need. Jaw, eyes. Reach. Get ready. Take an inhale. Exhale, power up. And go on past. The fingertips are now at the thigh. The top arm opens. And for me, I have to go back to this front thigh cue and have to remind it to go into 90 degrees. Yes. And then it stays there. Breathe, breathe, good. Knees looking really good. It's over the heel. The back of the other leg is strong. You're up against an imaginary wall. And notice what hormones kick in. Happy ones, appreciative, expansive, happy, content, eager, breathe, stretch, confident. Keep acting like someone's pulling your arm. Take an inhale. Here we go. Power up. Straighten your legs. Walk the feet in together. Wonderful job, Samasthiti. Wonderful. Take a sip. Meet me back here. Good. Notice how good you feel. Now this next series also can influence mood. Lift and spread your toes. We're going to be taking our left foot back about 5 feet, 4.5 feet deep. The back foot this is Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Your back foot's angled out a bit and your front thigh is 90 degrees. Now you can open up your arms like a V or a Y. There's also a fun one where you just open them up. That's so nice on the shoulders. So this one feels like mine today. Your front knee is 90. Breathe in. Heart lift, and back leg strong. Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe in the nose. Breathe out the nose. Your upper back can do a little bit more back bend, Polly, if you can. Maybe kind of, yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. I like it. Yes, sometimes these subtle movements just help so that way your back doesn't take the brunt. You're in line with gravity, so your heart can lift a little easier. Neck is easy. There's no tension in the neck. Now take an inhale and let your hands come together, hinge forward. Now we're going to step lightly, back foot to the front foot. Wonderful, Samasthiti. Send the right foot back. It may be 4.5 or 5 feet. Front knee strong, open up. Now it could be that you're a field goal post. It could be that you lift up. That's it. That looks really good. Back knees long and strong. Neck is easy. Sometimes I'll just shake out the neck to make sure it is easy. Breathe into your nose. Feel your heart. Shoulders are down. Doing so good. Wonderful. The back leg looks great. It looks strong. The arms are opening up. Notice how that opens the heart. Can't help but feel better when you're lifting in the heart. Your shoulders are open. Hold here. You'll hear people talk about having chemical imbalances in their brain, but you can create chemistry. You can create chemistry in your own body. So here we are, taking some of the power back that we always had. Breathe in. Get ready. Inhale. Now hinge forward, palms together. Step from the back foot to the front foot. Wonderful job. Now you're landing softly. Your hands are at your heart. Wonderful. Take an inhale, lift your arms, sit down into Utkatasana. Palms together. Add a rotation. Hook your elbow if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, face front and stretch out the arms. Up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Now the torso rotates. Hook the elbow and 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale and face forward, arms up. Now exhale, hands together. Get ready. You're going to let that blood pressure adjust. Wonderful. Now when you feel settled, turn the body. And I'm saying that to use your mat. So if you have a mat long ways like I do, you can turn your body and be at the front of it. Your right toes are going to stay here. Softly land your left foot about 5.5 feet deep. This is Ardha Chandrasana, crescent pose. Now you notice that heel's off the floor, so if that's okay with you, do it. If you need a modification, go back to warrior one. But otherwise, so if you have metatarsalgia, for example, front knee, 90, go up. Now a cue I really want to give here, rib down, pubic bone up. So you're not just slamming your low back into extension. You're not just pushing your left femur head into the acetabulum. You've got some ab tone. Arms up, 10, 9, maybe you'll sink, 8. Energize that leg. Beautiful. That back leg has energy. You are doing an upper back bend here. Lift your heart like your heart wants to see the sunrise. 5, 4, beautiful. 3, 2. Now inhale, hands to heart, hinge forward, get ready. It's a longer landing. Good. Once you feel settled, send the right foot maybe 5 feet deep, less if you need to modify. The back heel is off the floor, the leg is long on the back leg. Front knee, 90, open up. All these are going to feel good. All the extensions tend to feel good in the hormones. They said a happy hormone concoction. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 5, 3, 2. Inhale. Hands come to your heart. Hinge forward. Land softly. Feet together. Gorgeous job. Grab a sip. Meet me back here. We're going to lift and spread our toes 3 times or so. Just, it's kind of like Vinny yoga for your toes. That helps the arches. Now you're going to be taking a tree pose, Vrikshasana. The foot can travel up. You can help it out. We're going to take one option is just a palm together. If you would like to change it up, you can do a reverse namaste here. So either you could even lift your arms higher. I'm going to offer a namaste reverse or a palm forward. Oh, look at how high that foot is on that inner thigh. Gorgeous. I love that. So that's a fun one to work with, that you can notice your foot was low for a while, and then you just try to put the foot up. Your foot pushes on your thigh pushes back. Gorgeous. There it is. Good. And that proud cue comes in here. Lift the heart, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, and smile. Trees smile. If you ever looked at a tree, they're smiling. Hands to your heart. Lower your feet. The juniper trees here are smiling. Lift and spread your toes. Lift up your other foot. Now it could be, this is a great first start, maybe a little higher. Or if you want to try the inner thigh up, now you could take a palm together or namaste reverse. Good, I like how the hips are level to the floor. They're not kicking out. Shoulders open. Heart lifts, shoulder blades down. Good. It's okay to try a different position. Really good. Good. Love it. Isn't that nice how you try to hire a tree and it's working out? Terrific. Soft smile of appreciation. Wonderful. Everybody's doing so good. Good. And if you have to come down, it's okay. 5, 4, 3, but you tried it. 2, woo, and let your hands come to your heart and then lower your foot. That was wonderful. Let's take an inhale to go up. Now on the exhale, pass the Utkatasana. Place the hands on the floor, and you can either do down dog or you can do the whole vinyasa. Your feet go back, your elbows bend, your inhale comes up, inhale, lift. You're gonna add a push-up if you'd like, down dog. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on the 1, you can do one of 2 poses, the left knee down and the right arm and the right toes back. That's a pose. You could also do a side plank on your forearm if you prefer. Now I'm going to give you the Mudrasana as the other one. Mudrasana is side plank, foot back. Remember, you could also do a forearm side plank if you prefer, but otherwise 10, 2, good. Every now and then sprinkling in those wrists just to make sure they're strong if we do need them. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's try the other side. Now you could just put your knee down and open up your foot, or that's a great, anything opening, or side plank, back foot back, left foot back, open up your heart. 10, 2, heart towards the sky. 5, hips towards the sky. 2, inhale. You're doing great. I love it. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. Neck soft. And look up at your hands. Take a step or a jump to get there. Halfway position. Here we go. All the way up. Breathe in. And exhale, hands to your heart. Another sip and then meet me back here for a quad stretch. I'm going to turn sideways on this. Bring your hands together. Go up with one arm. Right arm back. Hold on to your foot. And your other arm can be out. Now, if you cannot reach your foot, you can either leave your foot up in the air without your hand. It's called stork pose. Or you can use a tie or a wrap, a dynaband will work. Good. And you're trying to be tall. Your ribs do pull down a little. Your pubic bone does pull up a little. Your heart lifts. So if you like that proud cue, shoulder blades down, heart lifts. Soft smile. Now, if you care to add on, you could push your foot into your hand. Feel the thigh go up behind you. Have fun. Take that inhale and exhale, hands to your heart. Sometimes a big exhale will just reset that physiology. Okay, that looks so good. Let's try the other side. Go up with your arm and let your hand, so this time it'd be left if you did the right, and then hand to foot, arm out. Whoa, keep going. That's good. So unlike me, your gaze is forward, not turned away from your spine. Good, I'm just trying to show different angles. All right, heart lifts, and that allows or goes with the shoulder blade down cue. Yes, notice that shoulder's open. Notice that quad's open. Your palms out, holding a cup of joyful soup. Okay, if you would like to add on, yes, I can see you're wanting to head there. Push your foot into your hand. And the left hip will try to open here. Try to keep the hips square. Pull that thigh more up behind you if you want. Good. Soft smile makes everything a little easier, a little lighter. Keep going. Breathe in. Now as you exhale, come back. How'd you like that transition? Hands to your heart. Take a moment. Really good. Notice how good that feels. Take an inhale to reach your arm up. Now on the exhale, you can have a seat, Utkatasana. For now, I'm going to put the hands at the heart. If you prefer them up, you can. Now notice that both legs are the same, so 50-50. Not one leg's heavier than the other. Heels are heavier than the toes though. If you care to add on, you can lift. You can put your ankle down and kind of open up your knee, right? So it's like a single pigeon, seated pigeon. Good. That's it. Get ready. Exhale up. Good. Give yourself an appreciation. It's a different kind of balance pose, isn't it? Here we go. Let the blood pressure settle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, have a seat, Utkatasana. Now my hips are going back, my heart's forward to you. Your hands can come to the heart. Now get ready. You can add on this leg, lifting up. It's going to be ankle, adjust your pants if you have to, ankle to thigh, palms together. You might lower your glute. Good. Neck soft, so you might have to chin tuck as you go lower. That's good. Take an inhale. And exhale, come up. And let your hands come to your heart. Let everything readjust. Breathe in. Inhale, open up your arms. Lift up. Now as you exhale, come down to the floor. You could either meet me at down dog, or you can bend the elbows, go into up dog. Exhale, lift the hips, add a push-up down dog. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, go into plank. Now you can do this on your forearms or you can do this on your hands. We're going to be holding for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now side plank, you can do this on your hand or you can do this on your forearm. You can stack your feet, which is harder. 10, 2, 3, lift that heart a little bit. 4, shoulder blades are down. 5, 6, spread out the hands. 7, feel strong and calm. 8, 9, now you can go to the other side. I'm going to turn so I can see you, but you can flip if you care to. Side plank Vasisthasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go to front plank. Draw the pelvis low, either Sphinx or Cobra Bhujangasana, shoulder blades down the back. Gorgeous. All right, I like it. And hold, elbows point low. Notice how good this feels. Breathe into your heart. You can send the breath of energy of appreciation, nourishment, you aligning with you. Five more. Exhale, lower. Now you can add on a bow pose, which is Dhanurasana. 1 or 2 feet in your hand or hands. Come up, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Breathe in, come up. Exhale, child pose, toes under or feet flat. 5, 2, down dog, press your hips up. Now this time, pick up your left foot, push it on your right heel and give yourself more of a stretch on that calf. Lift that right sit bone. If you would like one more cue for intensity, lift up your toes. That'll increase that stretch. Now the other foot comes down. You can push the right foot to the left heel. You can lift up your toes. Push your hips back, lift your sit bone a little. Both heels press. Go to forearms, which is your dolphin, and your heels might be off the floor, but you're trying to press them towards. 10. Lower your shins, child pose, press. Open up to one of 2 postures here. This next posture is called frog. Your knees open up, your toes are together, and your forearms can get on the mat. If you prefer, you could do a bound angle, which is seated. You could also do this lying down. Please choose which pose is appropriate to you. Really good. The main cue is your inner thighs are stretching, but there's no pain anywhere. Good. I like that relaxation in the upper body. Your low back gets a little decompression here. Take an inhale and gently come up. Good job, guys. And we're going to take a roll down. Now, I like to make sure there's enough room behind and just take about a 5 count down, just to enjoy. Now, when you get down, your right ankle can go to your left thigh, your hands can go to your thigh or your shin, and you can rock. This is a really nice one to open the hips. You can use a pillow under your head if you feel like you have to reach too much. Another trick, if your hips feel too tight to get a comfortable hand grip, is just put your foot up against the wall and then or a couch, some kind of solid surface, and then you're able to hold the right ankle and the left thigh without working your hands. Let everything melt away. Let everything be about just reconnecting with you. Let the breath be long and full through your nose. Breathe in nourishment, rejuvenation, care, self-care. Take the other ankle to thigh. Let your hands reach through the window of your legs and hold on to the shin or the thigh. And you can add a rock. Rocking is a great self-soothing tool. So we're supporting our parasympathetic system, our body, in all sorts of ways. Some ways can resonate more with you than others in general, or acutely in different situations. So as you go through your practice, see what works for you. A little rocking goes a long way. An emphasis on a sigh or an exhale goes a long way. It decreases tension. Breathing in through your nose, long and full diaphragmatic breath, and breathing out your nose resets the parasympathetic system. So you can be the director of your mood, the focus, the thoughts. You can be the director. You can be the guide. So just guide them towards wellness right now, care, rejuvenation, calm. We're going to take the right leg up into a hamstring stretch and the left leg down. Now, right now I feel so relaxed, I don't feel like grabbing a band, but if you feel like grabbing a band, you get it. I want you to just listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. Breathe in, and this is a great one to just give your ankle and your toes. You're spreading your toes. Those precious toes do so much. You can do a little rock with your leg here and notice the different fibers. There's a lot of hamstring back there. I love it. Let the exhale get rid of any leftover tension as you body scan. Now, as you're ready, take the other one up. You can reach your band. You can use a Pilates ring, is always nice. You can use your hands. Whatever you do, enjoy. Wherever you go, go fully. Wherever you go, go fully. So you're just enjoying the stretch. You're enjoying the clarity, the freedom, the wellness. You're setting a tone of wellness for your whole day. And then when you accidentally deviate, because we're human, it's easier to remember, I felt good earlier. I'm gonna choose to look for something good again and do some stretches or breathing or rocking, and I'm gonna recalibrate to the calm, radiant self I really am. Love the rocking, love that move in the leg. Just for a moment, hug both legs in. And then just for a moment, either lie flat or place your feet up, but we'll take a breath in through the nose, long and full. Breathe in that powerful knowing that you can alter and lead your hormones and chemical reactions towards wellness. Notice how good it feels to have that knowledge. breathe in that energy of wellness. That energy of rejuvenation, that energy of clarity, the energy of flow. Whenever you're ready, wiggle your toes and your fingers and come back up and take a moment. We're going to let the hands go to the heart. And just notice how good it feels to realize you have so much wisdom. You've been through enough life already that we have a lot of tricks that we know send us towards more wellness. I like knowing I have so much knowledge I've gathered over the years to know things that are good for me. I like knowing that I recognize more things that are good for me when I read them or hear them, because I have an intuitive, a natural guidance leading me towards wellness. I'm going to listen to that guidance. It's helping me along the way towards more wellness. So we'll set that as our intention, and with so much appreciation, thank you so much. And if you have a moment,